Academic Staff Union of the Nigerian Universities, Asuu, has opted for a 1-month warning strike. This comes after the resolution was announced at the press briefing after Asuu concluded its National Executive Council meeting in Lagos, and the strike took immediate effect. The union president, Prof Emmanuel Osodake, says that this decision is to save the Nigerian universities, considering what he described as deteriorating to the universities. He says that the government positions on their demand has made this decision reached unavoidably. And we at Eko Hot Blog are right on the streets of Lagos to sample the people's opinion concerning this. Please come with us.
No problem without solution. I think you understand what I'm saying. There is no problem without solution. But I will not blame either Asuu or government. But when it comes to a situation like this, a country where the education is dragging or lingering, that country will one day collapse. Because without education, there is no way a nation can move. And they themselves, the government, they should not think that they will be there forever. I think you understand, because government of yesterday have gone, government of today, they think they are still there, they will still go. But this problem has been lingering for over, I can say over 13 years now, if I'm not making mistake, 2009. 2009. So it is now, it's government that I will not blame government and I'm not blaming Asuu, but government that they are the employer of these people. They should know what to do.
In my own opinion, I'm going to blame the federal government, because if they are really settling the lecturers, I don't think they will want to, if they are getting their right, because I'm a teacher, if we are really getting our right, I don't think there is no any harm in saying we want to go for strike or there and there, because we believe we are building up leaders of tomorrow and we are supposed to be gaining more benefits, but there is no benefit. So I'm blaming the federal government.
I think they said the government is owing them money, so they said it's like a warning strike or so. If the government wants them to stop the strike, they should answer them and do what they want and stop delaying us.
I don't really blame them, because it's actually not fair for people to be working and they are not being paid, or they are not getting their dividends and all that.
There are some disagreements between the federal government and Asuu. You know, basically as it has to do with funding of the university education system in Nigeria, and also it has to do with, I think, salaries of lecturers. Okay, let's start with the issue of funding. We all know the federal government has not really been doing enough when it comes to funding university education in Nigeria compared to what we have in other parts of the world, even here in Africa.
Federal government knows how to discuss with them, liaise with them, you know, reduce the tension on them, asking them to resume back to classroom to continue their work. Then after that, they will not fulfill their promises. It has been like that. This one, they are on strike. It's possible again. Federal government call for dialogue. After several dialogue, they will promise them so time, we will pay off, we will give you all the allocation, all the areas, we will pay. You now discover that again, federal government is still paying. It has been like that.
Striking today, striking tomorrow, it's affecting the masses. It's even affecting the students. Yoruba say, what about delay? When that is, when you are idle, definitely there will be room for Satan to use you. We now sure that this student will not be used for another thing outside. When we are talking about bandits, we are talking about kidnappers. And when you see the majority of people that are committing these offenses, these atrocities, they are youth. But if they are busy in their school, there's no way they can have the opportunity to go and do all those atrocities outside.
An agreement was signed in 2009. Up till this is 2022. The agreement has not been obliged. You understand? And these are one of the things also are fighting for. Okay, back to the RF. I think I had a conversation with one of the lecturers. He said lecturers are still receiving the same salary they've been collecting since 2009. And you can imagine the dollar rate, 2009 to dollar rate here. So most of them are impoverished. Now lecturers are beginning to do what they are not supposed to be doing.
If the federal government should do their own work, should play their own part, I don't think this strike and hassle back and forth won't be happening. So I think, or I'm of the opinion that federal government should actually do the needful, because it's actually quite a long time now. They went on strike during the COVID, they suspended it, and then they still gave a whole year and still nothing. It's not fair.
They can't continue to be owing them and expect them not to strike. They should answer them so they can leave us. They are delaying us already. We are using, some freshers are still fresh. They are using 2 years they will use like 7 years in a 4 years course. So it's not meant to be so.
I think the federal government should try as much as possible to at least be sincere with that particular agreement that was signed in 2009. Because if you look at it, everything still boils down to the fact that Asuu keeps going back on strike simply because of a particular agreement in 2009. So I think the federal government should play their own role by, obliging that particular agreement.
The only solution to it is that if government can consider higher institution funding as a priority, that will provide solution to it once and for all. But federal government is not seeing it as a priority. If they see it as a priority, there will be solution. If whatever they see as priority, that will bring solution. They see politics as priority. They gave their best to politics. 2 years, 3 years, they are still planning for election that will take place in 3 years' time. They didn't see high institution Nigeria as priority. That's my own issue.
There you have it. The people's opinion concerning the constant disagreement between the federal government and Asuu. We do hope they reach an agreement very soon. Do feel free to drop your comments in the comment section. Follow us across all of our social media platforms. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am Joy Udo. Thank you.